Monday to you, coming in live, officially back home from the craziness of being in Chicago. We got home late last night around midnight, but I also have a very sick child. So I didn't do the breakfast show this morning, so I am coming in live for the breakfast show with an awesome egg salad recipe that I just got done making that I'm gonna give to you. Along with, you can turn it into a chicken salad recipe, or you can turn it into a tuna salad recipe or egg salad recipe. And today is a really, really hot topic. So yesterday I had a group of 4 ladies. We came together and I shared with them exactly how I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months and how I have now sustained it another year. So I just had a recent birthday. I was the girl who struggled with my weight for a very long time. I lost my grandma to type 2 diabetes. She was 365 pounds. Obesity is something that runs in my family. And when I went in for a physical, my doctor tried to give me metformin. And that was the first time in my life that I actually was like, you know what? I'm gonna figure out what it is that's going on, and I'm going to literally biohack my human body and show my entire family what's possible. And I ended up doing it. But I have to give all the credit to Dr. James. He created and is the author of the book called The Obesity Fix. When I went in for my physical, I was 185 pounds. When my doctor sat down and told me that I had a clean bill of health, meaning nothing came back bad with thyroid, hormones, everything was legit in great order, that was when I said, you know what, I'm gonna start listening to Audible books on this, and if I can't get it with that, I'll come back. So I denied the prescription for metformin. Metformin is a drug that treats prediabetes. Even though women are not pre-diabetic, they give it to women to help them lose weight. I did not agree with that. So for once in my life, I kind of dove in. I failed forward, and I learned there are 3 things that I was not doing. I will tell you right now, when you start doing these 3 things, the compound freaking effect of them, I'm not even gonna lie, you will get massive results. But for 6 weeks it took for me to drop my first pound. So thank goodness I didn't quit, because 6 weeks to drop my first pound, where cumulatively in 5 months I dropped 30 pounds. I have, like I said, maintained it. Something that's a really big turn up for a lot of people is I didn't give up foods, I didn't give up desserts, I didn't give up alcohol. I did not follow a meal plan. I'm not saying that I didn't change some things, but I'm telling you right now that you can do this, being the cheer mom who travels all the time, being the mom who likes to enjoy wine. Like, I'm telling you, where there is a will, there is a way. And I want to pop through these 3 things for you and give you as much clarity as possible. So if you have questions, I invite you in the comments to drop those questions. I am tuning in right now live from Michigan. It's 12:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern, you are guaranteed a hot topic breakfast episode. But as I stated, traveling and getting home from Chicago at 1 a.m. I have a child who's extremely sick. She's gonna go in at 2:30. It's been really, really crazy. So I do wanna share this with you, because if I can change your life, my life has been fulfilled, and I would be selfish if I didn't share it with you. So we're gonna dive in and we're gonna pull apart 3 things. I like to look at these 3 things as literally they hold each other together. They are the glue that hold together weight loss, and they have to be all used together. We cannot skip it and be like, today I'm gonna hit my water goal, but tomorrow I'm not. We really consistently wanna realize that what we do over time, it compounds. And take your scale and throw it away. Don't be hard on yourself. One of the biggest reasons I struggled with my weight was because I literally had no clarity and no knowledge around foods, what's found in them, how to look at an ingredient list, how to know what's a protein food versus a fat food. I didn't know. And if we don't do our due diligence in this day and age, unfortunately, we think we're doing all the things, but we're really not. So I really want to bring clarity to your life today. So let's dive in. Let's switch it up a little bit today. Let's talk about how we physically get your body to burn fat. Drop a 1 in the comments if you can hear me. How about you drop a 2 in the comments if you're like, I want to turn this body into a fat burning freaking machine, which I'm getting really hot. I want to turn my body into a fat burning machine, because you literally have this fat burning machine in your house right now. It's water. So I know you've heard of the term liposuction. Okay, so liposuction is actually how your body goes in and they suck fat out of you. It's like a surgery. That term was created by you. You have a process called lipolysis that every day you go through. Your body either goes through it or your body either doesn't. Unfortunately, you have to be consistent with water intake. Can you tell me in the comments how much water you need in order to burn fat? Do you know that answer? Because it's crazy. I could turn the news on and they'd be telling me 8 cups. And then I could find like an influencer on TikTok and she tells me a gallon of water. And when you don't have clarity, it's really hard to follow through on things. So do you know what the answer is? How much water in order to go through the fat burning process, which is called lipolysis. Let's talk a little bit about the biology of lipolysis. The first stop is hydrolysis. So it literally links onto, here's the answer, half of your weight in ounces of water each day. So if you want to drop your weight in the comments, I'll give you that number right now in ounces. Okay, Melissa, awesome. Thank you for commenting. I'll give you that number. Linda, great job. So it's half of your weight in ounces of water each and every day. Okay, but let's talk about why. Let's put the why behind the water. So don't add water or Mio or Crystal Light to your water. So 175, you would have 85 ounces would be at 160, yeah, about 87 ounces you'd have. 178, you'd have about 90 ounces. You'd have 85 ounces. Lisa, 165, you'd have 85 ounces. Okay, so half of your weight in ounces of water, but don't add like Mio or Crystal Light. I started literally adding Mio and Crystal Light, and guess what happened? I started putting weight on. Why? Those are like literally have toxins and dyes inside of them. And if you don't do your due diligence, we live in a country where it's a free world. They don't have to tell us what they put in our foods. The UK, there's certain ingredients you cannot have in your foods, period, end of discussion. It's not allowed in their country. Here, there's a little bit more free will, but we don't do our due diligence. So we think that we're helping ourselves by sweetening our water to drink more water. So get the app called YUKA, Yucca. It's gonna Yucca blow your mind because it's gonna tell you the carcinogens and dyes and toxins that are found in the foods that you are consuming every day. YUKA. Are there some water enhancers that are YUKA approved? Yes. Are they far and few between? Yes. How about adding to your water like any type of like maybe some watermelon or some cherries or blackberries or raspberries or strawberries? I have frozen grapes inside of mine today. Enhance your water, maybe your cucumber or maybe your lemon or lime. Maybe that's your passion, or peppermints or mint. So enhance it, but here's the one thing. Drop the word hack in the comments. I'm gonna give you a hack. Literally, you will never, ever, 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 ever not hit your water goal ever again. Ever again. Drop hack in the comments. Like literally, if you right now go to set a timer and you stop, drop, and every 90 minutes you repeat that timer, I'm telling you right now, you will always and forever reach your water goal. All you have to do is like, I have a timer going off in 42 minutes. I stop, I drop, I drink for 15 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. And I repeat that trend all day long. And next to my bed, I have a piece of paper that says water. So the first thing when I wake up, I used to put coffee in my body. Now I put water in my body. Why? It turns my metabolism up. Like literally engineers can see this happening on a human body for people who are dehydrated. And 75% of people are dehydrated. So set the timer. Go in your phone. Act like it's a 3 a.m. flight to Cancun. Label it water. Repeat and rinse. Your bladder will get used to it within 90 days. So if you're like, oh my gosh, this is a depression session, I'm not sleeping, you give that short-term sacrifice for a future gain. I'm telling you right now, you're walking into summer, the hottest version of yourself, feeling amazing. Because it also waters your skin. It also detoxes you. It gives you energy. One of the biggest side effects of being dehydrated is constant hunger, constant fatigue, and tiredness. So to get rid of it, once you start upping that water, you're gonna start to feel like a new person. If you need to use a straw, use a straw. If you gotta quench your thirst, chew a piece of gum, okay? Buy yourself a water bottle. I have this handy dandy, amazing jug right here that goes everywhere with me, and it's 40 ounces. So I don't have to worry about finding a water fountain all the time. I can fill this a couple times a day, and so can you. So it goes everywhere. So that's the water mechanism. That's step number one to losing weight. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're like, okay, I can literally dial in my water and I can drink half of my weight in ounces of water. Like, I can do that. That's step number one. That's step number one to not only how I've maintained a 35-pound weight loss, how I lost it. And step number two is my fiber. And I have so many tricks for you that if you're like, oh, fiber. I have people who are like, Michelle, I don't like fruits and veggies. I'm like, okay, you want a rojo bagel? You want some carbo nut? You still, where there is a will, there is a way. There's still fiber and things that you might not like. Fiber, how I look at fiber, there's two types. Okay, there's a type 1, a type 2. What fiber does is it's literally the power washer to your intestinal tract. Your intestinal tract, look down at your body. Inside of here is like this big swirly whirly slide. Okay, so it's a really big slide. And in that slide is where all of our food is broken down. Do you really think all the food that you ate this weekend is just flows through it seamlessly and comes right out of your rear end? Or do you think maybe particles are left behind? Do you think maybe things get stuck? What if we're not getting proper movement? What if we're not getting proper fiber? What if we're not getting proper water? There's stuff that comes and lingers and it creates toxins and bacteria. And toxins and bacteria cause the belly bloat, the inflammation, the smelling gas, the weird noises going on in the stomach area. So if you have any of those symptoms, tune in and be like, wait, do I have gas? Am I irregular? Do I go once a day? Do I have weird noises? Like, do I have bloating and inflammation? Like, what's your deficit in fiber? So can you tell me in the comments? And if you say, I don't know, I'm going to give you the number. How many grams of fiber each and every day do you need not only to maintain weight loss efforts, but to be able to lose weight? How many grams does that look like? Tell me in the comment section. And if you don't know, and you say I don't know, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you so much freaking clarity. But what it really reminds me of is okay, like I said, the power washer to keeping the intestinal tract free and clear of toxins. Insoluble and soluble fiber is the only thing that can expand to the width, Tammy, you're amazing, the width of your intestinal tract. So like, I want you to envision like a big puffer fish. You've got like a massive puffer fish, and on the end of the puffer fish is like some leeches. So when it swells to the width of your intestinal tract, it's grabbing onto foods that are left behind. And then when you release it in a bowel movement or your food's used as energy, there you go. The insoluble and soluble fiber help push it out. So I'm gonna give you a few of the best, highest fiber foods that you could ever get your hands on, okay? Number one is chia seeds. So chia seeds, 10 grams of fiber in 2 tablespoons. Chia seeds are considered like a nut, so they are a fat. So there is 150 calories inside of that. So if you don't wanna do chia seeds, any of your berries, your blackberries, your blueberries, it's okay, Lisa, your strawberries, all of those foods in 1 cup have 8 grams of fiber. But what's even better? The YUKA app that tells you any carcinogens, any dyes, any of the dyes or toxins or carcinogens found in your food, write this down, the word not. It's a slice of bread. There's 15 grams of fiber and there's 40 calories. You have 2 of them a day, 30 grams of fiber. You are gonna notice in 72 freaking hours a difference to the inflammation and bloating in your body. If you can just commit to that. I'm cutting chicken for my dogs. So literally. So when you show up and you think about it, I want you to think about why fiber. I hate when people are like, do this, but why? When you have a why behind something, it's so much more powerful. So fiber, 25 grams. The bread is called Carbo Nut. You can probably Instagram or Instacart it or Google it or Amazon it or Whole Foods it. I don't know, search it. Or the Rojo Bagel, ROYO. Okay, the ROYO bagel has like 20 grams of fiber and people love having it with some cream cheese or some butter. So again, it's CLEAN, which it's clean. So did you download that free YUKA app? Because that's probably been the biggest game changer. All of my deodorants I was using, all of my things had toxins and dyes. And when you look at the big red thing that says bad, that it's bad for you, it tells you why. It explains how things can lead to type 2 obesity. It explains how things can lead to type 2 diabetes. It explains how it can affect blood pressure. So when you become self-aware of that, guess what? You found out in time enough before going in and being diagnosed with something. So now you're self-aware. I love at least being self-aware, okay? It's not hard for me, Bonnie, because it's only 25 grams. You know what I mean? Like, do berries, do chia seeds. You don't have to do the bread. You know what I mean? Maybe a half a piece. And then maybe you add in the berries. You know, sometimes for my fiber, it's adding the berries into literally my water. And then at the end of the day, when they're all like seeped in the water, I just eat them and I love it, right? And at first you might see a little bit of like, a little bit of like irritability in the belly, but it'll get better. It's cleaning it out. It's detoxing it. So that's the fiber intake. What's the third thing for weight loss? We talked about water, half of our weight. I gave you the why behind it. I gave you the hack to set the timer. We've got the fiber, 25 grams. I gave you like 5 foods. You can probably go Google right now. Hey, how can I track my fiber for free? Hey, what are the 10 highest fiber, lowest glycemic, lowest calorie foods? Like all the answers that you need are here. Have you ever gone to YouTube? Have you ever used Google? Have you ever used ChatGPT? The third thing is protein intake. Can you tell me in the comments? I'm gonna tell you the exact number. How many grams of protein do you need? How many grams of protein? Tell me in the comment section. Because everyone out there is like flinging around a different answer. How many grams of protein? Come on, guys. Who's gonna answer this? Can I see your design behind you? Oh, sure. So Charity, what's your desired weight or your goal weight? Charity, desired weight or goal weight? What is that number? It is your goal weight. It's your goal weight in grams of protein, but let me tell you something. If you think that's gonna be hard, drop the word tip in the comment section. If you think your desired weight, your goal weight is gonna be hard to reach, drop the word tip in the comment section. Wait until you hear this. You're about to faint. Here in 150 grams of protein, 150 grams of protein, guess what? It's 600 calories. 150 grams of frickin' fat is 1,350 calories. If you didn't know that, drop a 1 in the comments because I want to continue sharing something else with you. If you didn't know that, drop a 1 in the comments section. Literally. So you take your goal weight, you times it by 4 calories. Why? There's 4 calories in 1 gram of protein. There's 4 calories in 1 gram of carb. But wait till you hear this. There's 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. You guys, we live in a world where people are like olive oil, heart healthy. Oh my God, the yolks, they're good cholesterol. Oh my gosh, guacamole, the omegas. Oh, salmon. Too much of a good thing is just as harmful. Like, can we talk about that? Can we talk about too much of a good thing being just as harmful? A typical day of fats for someone to stay under like 50 grams because it's 50 times 9 calories is literally like 2 tablespoons of nuts, a tablespoon of olive oil, and 1 egg yolk. Drop a 1 in the comments if your mind is blown, because my mind was blown. I was the girl who'd use a tablespoon of olive oil because it was heart healthy. I'd eat a bag of nuts in 1 week. I was the girl who snacked on the nuts. I used cheese, avocados, fatty fishes. Like, my fats were out of control. And there's a reason it's called a fat, because there's 9 calories in 1 gram. 9, yes, protein powder counts. 9 calories in 1 gram, 4 calories in a gram of protein, 4 calories in a gram of carb. Cleo, come and eat. So here's the deal. I am going to give you the best trick ever. Are you ready for the best trick in the world? Okay, I'm gonna show you something. I need you to please tell me what you see. If something has, okay, say something has, here, I'm gonna show you the back of something and you're gonna tell me. On the back of, Cleo, come. On the back of any label, you will always see in big bold the calories, okay? In big bold, you will always see the calories. Drop a 1 if you see 80 in big bold. Do you see 80 in big bold? Guess what? The calories will always be at the top for us. Always be in big bold. It's not gonna be like, where's Waldo? It's literally gonna be right here for you. If you see this, drop a 1. I need you to tell me. So first we identified the calories. Step 2 is we wanna cover the last number of the calories. Okay, so step 1, we identified the calories. Step 2, we cover. What do you see now that I covered the last number of 80? Tell me what you see now that we covered the last number of 80. 8. That number you're left with is how many grams of protein there should be. Protein will always be above my finger. See how it's in bold? It'll always be on here. It'll always be above my finger. You're gonna learn to look at a label and be like, oh yeah, it's never gonna be in a different location. It's right above my finger and there's 14 grams. Yes, it's a good bang for your buck. If it's 8 or more, it's a good bang. Drop a 1 if you're like, holy crap, wow. Drop a 1 for real. Then the ingredients, if you go right here, you're gonna see ingredients. There's only 3 ingredients. Less is more. Less is more. So if there's like 20 things, heck no. Get the YUKA app and scan that bad boy. Because if there's carcinogens and dyes in there, you freaking put it back on the shelf. And if this one had 30 grams of protein and another one had 14, I'm going for the one that has 30 grams of protein. Why? You burn 30% more calories. Hello, natural deficit. Hello, natural exercise mimicking effect. You improve your muscle tone. I don't care. Fibromyalgia, osteoporosis, broken bones. We don't want any of that junk. And number 3, protein is how the body goes through the feeling of fullness and satiety. So protein is key. If you need another example of that hack, I want you to drop a 1. And if you're like, oh my gosh, Michelle, this is freaking amazing, and you just learned something new, I want you to drop I love you in the comments section. Okay? So I'll give you another example. Ooh, look at Carlene said she used that hack. Okay, so the most abundant protein found within your body, let's talk about that importance, okay? Drop a 1 if you ever have achy joints. Drop a 1 if you ever have achy joints. Achy joints. Do you ever have like achy muscles? What about your hair, your skin, your nails, your joints, your muscles, your wrinkles? How about your skin's elasticity? I dropped 30 pounds and I'm like, I don't want to lose weight and have my arms all shaking, right? So what's the most abundant protein found in your body? Guys, you don't ever have to use anything to lose weight, just so you know, ever. You don't ever have to buy a thing. I will never say you have to buy something to lose weight. You can do it on your own. Yes, if you want to speed up the process, if you want to feel better, there are things you can do, but you do not have to. But listen to this. The most abundant protein found within you, you stop producing at 20 years old. You have 100% at 20 years old. That is correct. But each year after 20, you are losing a minimum of 1%. So can you please volunteer and tell me what your age is in the comment section? What's your age? Tell me in the comments what your age is. Because if you're 40, you've lost 20%. You usually can tell, even in your eyelashes, your hair, your skin, your nails, your joints, your muscles, your wrinkles, okay? If you're 80, it's not too late. That's the beautiful thing around it. But can you please tell me how many types of collagen there are? And in the comments, if you don't know, put IDK. I'm going to tell you. If you don't know, put in the comments the word IDK, and I will tell you. Because I've listened to 4 Audible books now just on collagen. I'm 40 plus Audible books deep into learning about the human body. Like literally, I'm not an expert, but holy crap, I'd be selfish not come live and share with you what I learned this morning listening to a book from an expert. Like, let's biohack the human flippin' body, right? So there's a type 1, a type 2, a type 3, a type 4, and a type 5. Which one are you using? Why is there so many options? You wanna go outside, Cleo? Cleo, come on. Literally, there's 5 types. A type 1, go by it. Cleo, come. A type 2, a type 3, a type 4, and a type 5. Can you tell me in the comments which one you're using? I'll tell you a hint. Type 4 and type 5 have to do with one thing. Guess what? Your gut. So type 1, 2, and 3 have everything to do with youthfulness, beautified, your nails, your joints, your muscles, your wrinkles, your skin's elasticity. So you want to know that in the age of 20 years old, you have 100% of the type 1 and 3 in your body. But it becomes dormant. Dormant. Put that in the comments. Okay? If you add a type 2 collagen right now every day, that is the best bang you could ever add to your body ever. It'll trump a type 1, a type 3, a type 4, or a type 5. Why? Type 2 activates type 1. 1 and 2 together activate type 3. Boom. The 4 and 5 have to do with the gut lining. So go look at your ingredient list. I learned the hard way, TJ Maxx and Marshalls is not where you pick up your collagen, Michelle. Type 2 collagen should be up here as one of the main top ingredients. It should be a liquid. Why? Water soluble, molecular. You want absorption, okay? And then if you ever do use a collagen, at the same time of it, you're gonna notice with your YUKA app, the Yucca app, you're gonna notice a lot of serums that you're putting on your face have dyes and carcinogens and toxins that seep through the skin. Use organic, write this down, tremella mushroom. If you can take organic tremella mushroom at the exact same time as collagen, it mimics hyaluronic acid and it works from the inside out, okay? Kelly's like, which one do you recommend? Mine has all 4 of them. It took me 20 different collagens though to find the perfect match. So don't get overwhelmed. Mine has the type 2 collagen. It's also water soluble, it's a liquid. It has the organic tremella mushroom inside of it. And I like to biohack. Mine has a fat burner. I can't use berberine. It makes me jittery. And then the CLA, conjunctuated linoleic acid, that actually has what inside of it? Seed oils. So I found out about a book in Italy. In Sicily, they have climate where they have the blood red orange. And inside of that orange is an antioxidant that burns fat. And there's like no caffeine at all inside of it. So my fat burner, my collagen has that fat burner dose inside of it. That fat burner though has a patent study. 96% of the people who use it, they come in at the 12-week mark and they take measurements. They drop so much freaking weight. Their body fat percentage is down, their weight is down, and so is their body composition. The 6% who didn't get results, listen to this, they weren't consistent with it or they quit taking it by 12 weeks. They shouldn't even count. Yeah, it looks like this. If you actually drop the word slim in the comments, I can share a video with you that explains it better than I can. But this is what it looks like. It's sold out, and the only flavors I have is chocolate raspberry and Andes mint chocolate. There's no soy, no dairy, no gluten, and also no caffeine. People who have like hyperthyroidism, no thyroid, Hashimoto's, like cancer, IBS, they're using this, okay? It's 1 tablespoon a day. That's it. You keep it in the refrigerator and you're done. And it has all 4 of the things that we talked about the importance of. There's a video that explains it better than I can with the collagen engineer. If you want that video, drop the word slim. I'll send it to you. Okay? It is 30 days money back guarantee. You can actually snag a bottle and lock in the price at $89. But Valentine's Day weekend, there was a promo. You can snag it for $69 today. If you drop slim with a star, I can send you that link before it sells out. Okay? Oh yeah, no problem. I don't mind at all. So here's the deal. Because the comments are going to disappear, I feel like a pain in the rear end. I always forget about Meta. You have to actually send me a direct message. So TikTok, I can't send links. This is my Instagram account. You'll just say the word slim. Or this is my Facebook account. I'm not sure where you have a place. If you don't have one, let me know. If you want a bottle, I just pinned it here before the show because I made sure it was in stock. So if you go to thebreakfastshow.net, right when that goes in your web browser, you'll see Nueva. It's called Snow Slim, just like So Slim. I did the trio pack because you save the most amount of money, and that put me at 12 weeks, and you get $20 off. But if you want to do 1 bottle, do whatever it is that you want to do. I'll actually get an alert and I'll voice note you today. Because it comes in and out of stock so frequently, some people call in and the wait is an hour. So if you have like something wrong with your lid or tracking, I have an elite rep at my fingers. So I will text you today my personal number just in case you need anything. Do we all know where we're getting slim? Okay. Anyone ever considered she's asking about Wegovy or trizepatide, the GLP shot. I'm now on my 3rd book learning about GLPs, and there are positive benefits to GLPs. What I would say, go into the doctor and just ask for the shot insert. Just be like, hey, can I get your guys' GLP injection shot insert? And just know that it is tricking your brain. Like, why do you think people are getting it? No, I didn't. Why do you think people are getting it bi-weekly, weekly, or monthly? Like, why are they doing that, right? we have infested all over us all these little short chain amino acids, which are peptides. If you're looking into peptides, ask for the filler. Why do you have to inject it, right? Ask for the filler. But here's the deal with why people are going the peptide route. Okay, can you relate to this kind of look? Like, do you have weight that's all clogged up in one area? Drop a 1. Is it clogged up in the front? Is it clogged up in the back? This is a great example, okay? Do you, like her, like she thought she was in menopause? Be honest with yourself. Drop a 1 if you can relate to this scenario, okay? I will tell you right now that this has nothing to do with you. These people didn't know the first ingredient in their peanut butter was sugar. They had no clue. They did not realize the first ingredient listed when they were adding Mio to their water was toxins. And when you put more toxins and you put more carcinogens in your body than you do regular food intake, the more that happens, the more your body, the peptides stop responding to each other. Okay, they're the ones that send messages everywhere. And insulin in the cells take your food and use it as energy or store it as future energy. But what's happening is the Wi-Fi signal has been disconnected, literally. So what do we do to have a 99.9% metabolic reset? What do we do? There's only 2 strands that you need to know. There's over 10,000 forms. Write these 2 down. For a full metabolic reset, it's like taking a battery pack and you've got the plus and you've got the minus. You've got SLOOP 3332, and then you have 5-amino-1 MQ. 5-amino-1 MQ increases the NAD plus in the body. Look up the positive benefits of NAD plus. SLOOP 332 has an exercise mimicking effect at a cellular level with no caffeine. It has 60 plus positive benefits on insulin sensitivity, bringing you into a 99.9% full metabolic reset. But do not message me or be very careful when you look at the ingredient list. The first ingredient listed on anything is what? What you find the most of. So people are buying peptides that have like phosphorus, aspartame, yellow 6. No. 5-amino-1, SLOOP, that's it. And for the first time in the marketplace, I'm sure you've heard, because it's back in stock and it's constantly out of stock. It's known as bikini in a bottle, but the real scientific term is body. Right here, okay, this microbead is a peptide that has both in one. 5-amino-1 is in here, and so is SLOOP 332, and guess what else is? Nothing. It's a medical grade weight loss peptide that's replacing that stupid needle that comes with the stupid side effects. So there's a video that actually explains this, bikini in a bottle. Drop the word body in the comments. I'll send you the expert. Watch the video and how revolutionary you can realize what's going on with the cells in your body from the toxins, dyes, and carcinogens in some of our food. You can actually, look at Debbie says, you can get a bottle for 30 days money back guaranteed if you've never had someone explain this to you the way I have. No soy, no gluten, no dairy. It's usually $189. It's $209. You can lock it in at $189. You can get it today for $169 for the Valentine's Day promo, $20 off. So if you want to snag a bottle, drop body with a star and I can send that to you. The link and all. You take one 30 minutes before your first meal. That's it. You take it for 2 months in a row. You pull back for 1 full month. If you get a signature set today, listen to this, you get February covered, March covered, April you take off, May you have a month, you don't order until June. And that pack has nitro, which is hydrogen water, for free included, and you would get that today for $530. If you want the best transformation story, like going into spring and summer, like I have amazing FU energy, weight is falling off, drop body with the star and get the signature set. That's just my opinion, okay? If you dropped body, I will send you, yes, just Instagram or Facebook message me body. I can't send any links on TikTok, I'm so sorry. So if you message me body, I can send you that peptide. I have my Elevate coming. My Elevate reminds me of a drug that people take for ADHD. I cannot make any claims. That is coming March, mid-March. I do not have a date. My VIP list for that is over 2,000 people. If you are not on my VIP list for Elevate and you have not dropped VIP Elevate, you want to do that for sure. Because that's not just body, like body composition. That's you will have an experiment day one. If I could come to you and say, here's one Elevate microbead peptide, this will literally disrupt the entire world, the entire industry. It's how I dropped 9 pounds in the last 30 days. My husband's down 24. I didn't even have weight to lose. That's Elevate. The only way I can get you Elevate right now is if you get a 3-month supply. You get Nitro for free. The only way you can get your hands on it right now. I did that. I wanted it. It has tetraphene inside of it. It has Dexa inside of it and BCP 151. That's it. Those 3 ingredients only. If you want on that Elevate VIP list, you do have to send me a direct message on Instagram or Facebook saying VIP Elevate. I will add you. If you go to thebreakfastshow.net, there's a free protein guide. Make sure you snag that. I put that free protein guide up there for you today. Thebreakfastshow.net, right when you get there, you're gonna see New Wava. New Wava. You'll see body. It's for men and women, and you'll see body. You see even the signature set for body. You will not miss it. Once you get it, I'll be alerted. I'll send you a message. Okay? So again, thebreakfastshow.net. Click there. You'll see New Wava. You'll see the signature set for body, and you'll see a single bottle of body. Okay? Elevate VIP, you have to message me if you want it. Like I said, you get $120 off of a 3-month supply right now. You go to thebreakfastshow.net, click on the body and beauty site, go to specials, hit social marketer, get your Elevate package. Okay? That's what and it's $120 off. So you're getting that whole 3-month supply for $430. Okay, and if you don't know how to figure it out, send me a direct message. I'll be at my desk for the next 90 minutes. What is nitro? That's adding hydrogen. Who's ever heard of like the Kagan water machine? That people ever try to tell you to add hydrogen to your water? Let me tell you something, you don't have to get the $4,000 machine. Athletes are paying thousands and thousands of dollars with hydrogen in their water. And if you just make sure that hydrogen is one of the top ingredients, you don't have to get a machine. And the best absorption anyways are little crystallets. But I learned the hard way, don't get your hydrogen water from TJ Maxx or Home Goods, okay? What is it? So hydrogen is the smallest element on the element table. Drop a 1 if you've heard of hydrogen. Drop a 1 if you've heard of oxygen, right? Like we've heard of these things, carbon, right? So hydrogen, when it comes in the body, has a chemical reoxide with nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the width of the blood vessel. The width of your blood vessel is determined by pollutions and free radicals that you are exposed to. And as we become older, they do start to shrink a little bit. So blood flow kind of pulls back. What hydrogen does when it comes into the body is it actually dilates the blood vessel for 10 hours, 10 times. So 10 hours, 10 times. So I usually do an experiment every morning when I use it. I have a water bottle. I pour in the crystallets, they're clear. I never add ice. They turn bright yellow within 5 to 7 minutes, and I drink it within 15 minutes. My brain fog in perimenopause at almost 40 no longer has ever came to visit me again. Performance and recovery, athletes pay thousands for it. I'm a certified fitness instructor because of the performance and recovery, blood rushing, and headaches are improved, pain in feet, knees, thighs, and also blood pressure improvements. That's called nitro. Drop the word nitro in the comments. I can introduce you to the expert who talks about that division of hydrogen and why nitro, why now. Elevate and nitro are the only supplements that you actually have a instant feeling of, oh my gosh, immediate effect. And if you want to snag a bag, they let you. Right now you have the opportunity, and you won't always, to get a bag for 30 days money back guaranteed. If you drop nitro with a star. I only have 3 flavors in stock. My favorite is grape, so that one's still in. Grape, black cherry, and lemon lime. So there is kind of a variety. Yeah. Yep, and you can, you just put it in there. I like that. It looks just like this. Let me actually show you. It looks just like this. And it tastes really good. It's actually kind of refreshing. This is what it looks like. Just like this. You carry them, travel with them. You guys see I shake it up and it turns bright, bright, bright yellow. That's when I drink it. You do have to send me a direct message for that video. Again, I can't send links on TikTok. We're in 4 places right now. This is my Insta account. This is my Facebook account. So say the word nitro, I'll share it. I can share I do have people, you guys, like blood pressure, cholesterol, IBS, no thyroid, hypo, gastric sleeve. I've never had a condition that someone messaged me that I haven't worked with them. You're looking at side effects as of like more energy, weight loss, improvement to muscle tone, stronger hair, skin, nails, joints, muscles, wrinkles, better skin elasticity. That's the kind of effects when you're dealing with science, clinicals, third-party validation, and CLEAN, that's what it comes with. So I understand in the past you might have tried a bunch of stuff like I used to, but can it really be compared to science, clinicals, third-party validation, and CLEAN? That would be like comparing something that has carcinogens inside of it, Metamucil, to something that's just the husk fiber. It's not comparable. And unfortunately, we live in a world where so many people are skeptical and it's ruined because they didn't do their due diligence, okay? Any questions in regards to the fiber being 25 grams minimum, the water being half of your weight, and then the protein being your goal weight? If you didn't get that free protein guide, it's not my guide. It's the guide that helped me in so many ways, drop 30 pounds in 5 months. I pinned it for you today. Just drop the word free. You can have that. I do promise you tomorrow between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m. Eastern, a breakfast episode. Like I said, it's been really crazy behind closed doors. So usually it's 8:30 to 9:30. I didn't listen to my chapter until late, and that's why I wanted to come live to share with you what it is that I'm learning. Really, I'm just learning about the formation of like carbon, like creating CO2 to make carbonated water versus like H2O, like adding the hydrogen back into our water. So that's the kind of stuff, and then just the positive benefits and what's happening eternally, right? There's so many different things. The human body is insane. And I can tell you right now that you can biohack it. I probably reversed aging by 10 years, I would say. 10 years. So for the free guide, it's right here. thebreakfastshow.net. It's pinned right here under free protein guide. FREE protein guide. FREE protein guide. Okay? That just goes in the web browser. People saying that you can't drink coffee, it's because there's pesticides usually in coffee. 9 out of 10 times. Drop a 1 in the comments if you love coffee, because I do and I'm never giving it up. But I also found a really good brew that's actually a nootropic blend. It has lion's manes, it has cordyceps. Did you know regular cinnamon elevates kidney levels? Ceylon cinnamon does not. It's got the Ceylon cinnamon in the formula. It's got the cordyceps mushroom, the lion's mane with L-theanine. So when you have L-theanine come in, it's a no crash mood booster coffee that's a Colombian brew coming from Sicily. So over from Italy. It's a nootropic blend. The smell in the Ceylon cinnamon. Yeah, if you drop the word coffee, I can give you the video of exactly the blend and the science behind it. It explains it better than I can. And if you want to grab a bag, you can grab it for 30 days money back guaranteed. Drop coffee with a star. I use unsweetened almond milk. I just froth it in a frother, and then I add maybe a stevia in the raw packet. But again, a good coffee creamer, scan it with the YUKA app. It'll tell you carcinogens, dyes, and toxins inside of the creamers, and it'll give you a good recommendation towards the bottom. If you want to use any type of like stevia or agave, add a little bit to it, but just make sure you're tracking with a tablespoon, right? Because it can add up quick. And that's another thing, right? Yeah. Okay, you want the video? Just send me a direct, this is my Instagram. If you say coffee, I'll send you the video. I'll be at my desk for the next 90 minutes. That's my Facebook. You can say coffee. Hi, Carrie. I pinned it right here at thebreakfastshow.net. You would go to Nueva. And under Nueva, it's called Nueva Morning. If you spend $75 for like the extended Valentine's Day promo, you get $20 off. All new customers. So spend $25, get $20 off. Okay? So I do promise to be on tomorrow. If you do make a purchase, I will be voice noting you. I'm gonna catch up, I promise. My sweet baby girl, right? She's gonna get better. And I will be back tomorrow morning between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m. no matter what, unless something crazy, I promise you. Hit follow, hit add friend, and you better have a 90-minute timer set right now for your water. Don't forget our hacks that we covered today. Share this with a friend or two. Don't be selfish, right? Let them have the weight melt off of them as well. So it was an honor. Happy Monday. I hope you crush this week. I hope you realize the weekend's over and it's a brand new day, a brand new beginning. You can do anything you put your mind to. And if you just give it 24 hours, how you're gonna feel and the cravings disappearing, it's gonna feel so incredible that like I literally need you to envision it so that it can happen, so that everything going forward becomes easy. I love you. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.